What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, TBM Sports. Joey D here, this time coming to you with the December 31st New Year's Eve special edition NHL Pucks, Picks, Predictions, Personal Plays. Got ourselves a 13-game slate this Tuesday. Tons of action. Not only do we have 13 games, but we're starting in the afternoon. First puck drop at 12:30 p.m. Talk about a treat. Before we get to the picks, let's get that betting karma started off right. We got a big day of action. Let's get that betting karma started off right. Let's hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments down below what plays you guys are going to be on this afternoon/evening. Maybe throw it back. We got the last day of the year. Put it down in the comments below. What was the biggest cash of the year for you guys? I think I had a plus 4,600 parlay, which was average, not great, but yeah, let us know what the action was like this year for you guys for sure. Go ahead, take a minute, head down below this video, click that link for the Discord. Plenty of player prop parlays continue to be in there, especially, I mean, today with 13 games, we might have double-digit player prop line combo parlays in the Discord. Go ahead, also head on over there and check out our guys at outlier.bet, betting website I use every single day without a doubt. Now let's get into the picks. Like I said, we got 13 games, tons of action. We're going to try to roll through a decent amount of them, try to not take up too much time as well. We will be starting with that 12:30 p.m. puck drop in our nation's capital. We got the Boston Bruins at the Washington Capitals, and I am looking for the Capitals to bounce back here. Tough loss in Detroit on Sunday. Capitals did lose to the Bruins 4-1 in Boston December 23rd, not that long ago. But it was the second night of a back-to-back, which is a tough spot. We've talked about that numerous times already. And Capitals have been in a little bit of a little streak here. These last five, they've either beat good teams off of one or more days of rest, then lost on back-to-back nights twice. They beat Carolina, LA, and Toronto on at least a day's rest. Not a bad stretch of beating good teams, and then lose to the Bruins, lose to the Red Wings on back-to-back nights. Coming into this one with a little bit of rest here. I like the Capitals in this spot. Gonna be a lean for me. I don't like betting these afternoon games. There's just something a little bit strange about it. These guys are very routine oriented, and when you're playing at noon instead of doing your regular game day routine where you're not playing until 7 hours later, things get a little funky sometimes. Will be a lean for me here, though, but I do like the Capitals to win this one. Capitals on the money line, minus 132. Next game on the list, we got 1 p.m. start. New York Islanders at the Toronto Maple Leafs. This one's going to be a lean here for me as well, just because of the start time. I do like this one a lot, but like I said, afternoon puck drop's not my favorite. Leafs are the better team here for sure out of these two, no doubt. But the Islanders have just found a way to absolutely own the Maple Leafs. They've beat the Maple Leafs the last 4 times these teams have matched up. That's been over a calendar year. They haven't. Maple Leafs have not beat the Islanders since 2023. So tough to pick a side in this one because I think Islanders somehow just give the Leafs a tough time. They did beat them 6-3 on December 21st. Islanders got a win a couple days ago. But I don't really want to back the Islanders in this spot in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. I kind of like over here a little bit. We're getting a total of 5.5 with not a bad price. Islanders have went 7 out of their last 10 over 5.5. Leafs have went 8 out of 10. They're over 5.5. They're 8 out of their last 10 over 5.5. And out of those last 4 games where the Islanders won all 4 between these two teams I was talking about, 3 of the 4 games have had 7 or more goals in it. Again, afternoon game will be a lean for me, but I do like over 5.5, minus 120 in the New York Islanders at Toronto Maple Leafs. We got a quick one here at 3 p.m. We need to keep it moving. We got Montreal Canadiens at the Vegas Golden Knights. It's all Vegas here. We're going to go over to outlier.bet so you can see what I'm talking about. Look at that right-hand side, all the green here for Vegas. 9-1 their last 10. 6-1 against the spread. Their last 7 against bottom scoring defensive. They've covered 5 straight puck lines here. This is going to be Technically, this is a noon puck drop in Vegas, which would be an afternoon game, which is not a bet for me, but I just like this one too much. You know what? Forget it. We're gonna go last day of the year. We're gonna bet all these ones. We're gonna bet 1 unit personal play. Vegas -1.5 plus 115. Forget the start time. We're also gonna bet half a unit on those two games previously. Capitals money line and over 5.5 in Islanders at Toronto. All those ones are going personal plays. Last day of the year. Let's get a little wild here. Next game up, pretty cool one for sure. 5 p.m. start from Wrigley Field, where the Chicago Blackhawks are hosting the St. Louis Blues for the 2025 Winter Classic. If you don't know, if you haven't been following hockey for that long, Winter Classics, usually it's on New Year's Day this year. It's New Year's Eve, but usually they got an outdoor hockey game between two teams in some pretty cool venues. Like I said, this one's going to be at Wrigley Field. I think they played last year in the Seattle Mariners field. I was there 2 years ago, 2023, in Fenway Park, where the Bruins hosted the Penguins. Definitely a fun game to go to, fun game to watch. Quite a spectacle the NHL puts on for the fans. Anything that gets more eyeballs onto the game of hockey, I'm all about it. There's only one bet in this game that I'm betting. Do I think the Blues are a better team and they probably win? Yes. Do I think if Connor Bedard finds the back of the net somehow, it's huge for him, the Blackhawks, and the NHL, which makes it seem kind of fitting? Yes, I do think that. The play here for me is under 5.5. This has been my play in the Winter Classic for, I think they've done 16 of them, and I'll do it for the next 100 of them. It's just not these. There's something weird. The Stadium Series is another outdoor game they play sometimes in February, March, and those ones seem to have a little more ruckus in them. Things get a little more high scoring in there. But when you go the Winter Classics, the one on January 1st or the day before, very large amount of those are going under the total. We also might have some weather concerns here in Chicago. I'm only a part-time meteorologist for a hobby, but looks like the weather's going to be about high 30s and rain most of the day, which does not really lead to high-quality ice, which makes passing the puck a little tougher. Might be just a little slowed down muck fest. If anything, weather's going to help us out here. This one will be a personal play for me, under 5.5, -110. All right, we got a couple games here starting at 8 p.m. We're going to try to roll through this kind of quick. We are taking quite a bit of time with all this action here. We've got heavyweight matchup I will be watching for sure. Winnipeg Jets at the Colorado Avalanche. Two fantastic teams playing great as of late. Jets 7-3 their last 10. Avalanche 8-2 their last 10. Avalanche have covered 7 straight puck lines. Going to be high quality hockey here. Great offenses. Couple good defenses, at least one good goalie. We'll see who's in net for sure. This one's going to be a lean for me. I don't really like betting against the Jets, but I do think Avalanche are getting Jets in a fantastic spot here. This one's a lean. Avalanche -1.5, +145. Next game, still at 8 p.m. Pittsburgh Penguins at Detroit Red Wings. Pretty simple here. I think the Red Wings keep it rolling after a big win over the Washington Capitals on Sunday. Penguins 4-6 their last 10 on the road. I can never pick a side right in a Pens game regardless of which way I go. Lean here only, but I do like Detroit money line -122. Still at 8 p.m. Nashville Predators at the Minnesota Wild. Wild have been a little iffy lately, which is kind of surprising. 4-6 their last 10. Usually playing a little better than this. Not a great stretch for them. But this right here is the absolute definition of a get-right spot for the Wild. I mean, straight from Merriam-Webster Dictionary, you got the better team at home. Need to get a win here. They need to start winning some games. And the team they're played last night, had to travel to their barn. I'm all over this one. Going to go with Minnesota 2 roll. Personal play, Minnesota Wild, -1.5, +160. We got last game of the evening, last game of the year. 9 p.m. puck drop. Utah Hockey Club at the Edmonton Oilers. Utah did play in Seattle last night, losing a big one. Oilers 7-3, their last 10. Uncharacteristic back-to-back losses on the road in California. A little bit same as the Wild here, not as drastic, but definitely a good spot to get back on track against a lower caliber team in a bad spot for them. I vote we cash the last game of 2024 here. Personal play for me, Edmonton Oilers -1.5, +112. All right, so that's it for the picks. Couple things to get to before I get into our recap here. Do apologize, this has been going on for a little long, but quite a few picks in this video today. We will have no video on Wednesday, January 1st. Only one game, might be a play in the Discord. Make sure to check that, we'll see. Speaking of the Discord, like I said before, will be a ton of player props in the Discord for this afternoon/evening of action. Sign up for that completely free. Shout out to our guys at outlier.bet, betting website I use every single day. And last thing, shout out to you guys who have been tuning in consistently. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Trying to get you guys better content every single day. But again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in consistently. To a recap here for December 31st, New Year's Eve. We're starting in the afternoon. Personal play, half a unit, Capitals money line, -132. Personal play, half a unit, over 5.5. Maple Leafs, Islanders, -120. Personal play, back to the full units. Vegas Golden Knights, -1.5, +115. Personal play, under 5.5 in the Winter Classic, -110. Lean Avalanche, -1.5, +145. Lean Red Wings moneyline, -122. Personal play, Wild, -1.5, +160. Last game of the year, personal play, Edmonton Oilers, -1.5, +112. That's it for me, guys. Before you head on out of here, would really be appreciated. Helps out the channel a ton. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave me a comment what you think these plays are going to do, what plays you are on, what you guys are getting into this evening. Let's try to set a record for 2024 here and get ourselves a nice little benchmark heading into the next year. Let's try to get ourselves 150 likes. Would be awesome, guys. As always, if you're riding with the TBM squad, good luck us. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Catch you on the next one.